Jess, you pull. I love the pose that you pulled then, Jess.
What did I do?
Hey, Jess, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Guys, how you doing? Hey, Harry. Hey, Chris. Hey, Jess. We've got a UK-only panel tonight, and there's a very, very good reason.
Woo!
Yeah. Thumbnail or the video description. We're going to be talking about a UK who has already announced their artist for Eurovision. Now, I'm sorry, but being a UK, a British citizen, we're normally waiting until like February for some UK news. We normally have like the months and months of rumours swirling. Then got this frantic message from Harry this evening. I don't think any of us believed for like the first few minutes. I thought Harry was trying to pull an April Fool's, but this is the news that we got.
Hello, Europe and Australia. This is Olly Alexander calling. Can't believe I'm about to say this, but I am the UK entry for Eurovision. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. This is a dream come true. I just can't wait, and I will see you all in Sweden next year. It's going to be amazing.
I'm sorry, but the scream. OMG, I can't go over the scream. But anyway, Olly Alexander. So many of you may know him as being the frontman from years and years. He's also an actor. He took part in a very, very critically acclaimed series here in the UK called It's a Sin, which was I don't know if you guys all watched that, but he gave an amazing performance as an actor in that show. But he's going to be representing the UK at Eurovision in Sweden next year. Now, Harry, you broke the news to the teams. I have to come to you. I think you're excited about this news, right?
Well, there I was watching, casually watching the final of Strictly Come Dancing, a reality TV show here in the UK, hoping for a good result. And congrats to Ellie and Vito, anyone that watches in the channel Strictly Come Dancing, very worthy winners. And just before they announced...
Spoiler alert, Harry, you can't say something about
Sorry. Well, to be fair, I think anyone that knows this news will also have seen the result of that. So I think we're fine there. But so there comes Olly Alexander reading out the terms and conditions. It's a thing they do on Strictly. They have a celebrity read the terms and conditions. And they say they've got a big announcement. And I'm a little bit aware of the rumors of who it could be. And then all of a sudden I hear that he's representing the UK at Eurovision. I was like, we're in December. What? No. We're announcing this later, right? This is some sort of joke. I was shocked. It was unbelievable. And yeah, I'm very excited. I'm excited. I'm thrilled for this news on two accounts. One, it means that people early on can stop saying that we're going to send Rina Sawayama. I am so thrilled that that news is going to die very quickly this year. And two, it's just like, we are taking this seriously. Olly Alexander is a big name. Like, this is going to be the first single he's sending under his own solo act, but he is well known as the frontman of Years and Years. His last few singles in Years and Years have been pretty much him. You know, he's worked with Kylie Minogue, Elton John, Emanike, Jax Jones, really big names. And yeah, it's really thrilling that we are sending a artist of his quality and announcing it this early. It seems like we actually have a big plan this year, which is exciting.
Yeah, I'm getting really confused by all these kind of early announcements and early selections that we're getting this year. I feel like I need to wake up a little bit more before Christmas. Normally I'm hanging out for FIK. I know everything's starting around FIK time, but yeah, it's really kicking off this year. Jess, let's come to you. And then we'll go.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not, the most, I don't know a lot of Olly Alexander's music with Years and Years, but I do know that he's a big name in the UK, both in the music scene and the acting world. And the fact that we're once again sending a big name, an established artist to Eurovision, I just think is really incredible. And, if we compare, for example, the last three artists that we've sent, comparison to maybe 10 years ago, for example, there's a big glow up, in my opinion, coming from the BBC. And I'm very excited to see how this is going to pan out, because we've got a huge star on the biggest music stage in the world. So I'm hoping that's going to be a good sign.
Let's go to the chat, see what you guys are saying. So we've got Lee Fern. Hey, Lee, how you doing? Lee, I would love to know how you feel about this news. We've got Olympic. Hey, Olympic, long time no see. How you doing? We've got Rebecca. Yeah, it is big. It's big news, the fact that we've got it before Christmas. I'm not sure that the BBC have ever given us a Christmas present in terms of a Eurovision announcement. We've got Miss Demo. What an absolute OMG. Just woke up in Australia. You probably heard Olly Alexander scream. Just woke up in Australia, and now you're on the phone to Troye Sivan to up the ante on the UK. Now, Troye Sivan is an artist I would love to see at Eurovision. Well done for a great choice. UK is here to compete. We've got ESC Manga in the house. Hey, ESC Manga from Turkey. We've also got Burak from Turkey. Hey, Burak. It's UK Hun. Yes. Burak, we think you're excited about the news. Rye Bailey, you're happy about the news. You love Olly Alexander. Burak, make Eurovision gay again. I'm not sure,
I don't think.
We've got never seen a Eurovision audience, Burak. We've got Skeptical Brit. All that matters is, can he sing live? We'll be talking about that shortly. But can he sing live, or will he flop on stage? We've got ESC Scott, who's actually one of my relatives, who has his own Eurovision YouTube channel. So do go and subscribe to him. Cannot believe this. The UK Renaissance continues. And we've got FF Eurovision 2024 is wild already. We've got Adam Green in the house. You think Olly is a fantastic choice for the UK, and Shine from Years and Years, one of your favourite songs from him. We've got another Australian. Guys, why are you up so early? We've got Ellen Hanwright in the house. Lovely to see you again, Ellen. You're really excited by the news. Good work by the BBC. If you told any UK fan in 2021 how quickly the idea of Eurovision would turn around in 3 years, we'd have all laughed. I think me and Jess would have fainted if we knew the turnaround it was going to be. Go on, Jess.
I would have been laughing at you through polystyrene trumpets. I mean,
it's the Harry Vox impact, clearly. Ever since I've joined, we've taken it seriously.
We've got Vladimir in North Macedonia. Hello to you, Vladimir. We've got RJ. Many artists are announced early. Very excited for the UK. Delta Who, many people may be asking this question, who is Olly Alexander? So he is the frontman of a band called Years and Years. He's also an actor here in the UK, took part in a very critically acclaimed series about AIDS, HIV and AIDS in the 1980s called It's a Sin. And he is someone who has been kind of spoken about in terms of Eurovision for a number of years now. He's never hidden his desire that he wants to take part in Eurovision. He's always come up as a rumour. Fans have always touted him as someone that they would like to see representing the UK at the contest, and now their dreams have come true. We've got Rada Rose, loved Years and Years song for Bridget Jones' Diary, the movie. I'm not sure if I know that one. We've got Mark, you're still in shock. You believe someone you actually listen to is representing us this year. Guys, I can see so many more comments. We will come back to them. But Chris, I want to go to you. How are you feeling about the news?
Oh, super happy. Like I say, I think so far, as all of us Eurovision fans know, it's been full of surprises so far up to the lead up to MALMÖ, and this is another one. I think there's been lots of rumours in previous years about who will represent the UK in terms of celebrities. And I won't say we've been disappointed, but it's not kind of lived up to the hype that all of the rumours have come to. But yeah, this time it's just happened. It's been revealed on a UK reality show completely out of the blue that Years and Years will be representing us. And I'm feeling really positive about it. Years and Years is an acclaimed singer in our country, and he's brought out some amazing hits. He can sing really well live. And so, yeah, I'm really, really proud of our broadcaster, the BBC, for taking it seriously once again, not just having Liverpool as kind of like a one-hit wonder, but, you know, carrying on the good memories and keeping up the magic towards MALMÖ 2024. Yeah, it's just really nice to see. And yeah, a lot of people skeptical about what he'll sing, but honestly, just this news tonight, it's enough for me. Yeah, really, really positive about it, and really looking forward to next May.
You know what I'm loving is I'm loving how positive the UK fans are about the announcement, and I'm really happy about that. I feel like I'm someone that still needs to be convinced a little about this choice, and I'm There's some reasons for that. I'm a bit worried that they've maybe gone for him just because of the link to Eurovision over the past few years, the fan community wanting him to represent us at Eurovision. He's wanted to go to Eurovision. So I hope it's not a lazy choice by the BBC. The other factor that I'm slightly worried about is kind of live vocals. I've seen he can be a bit hit and miss sometimes live on stage. There is a third thing as well, is I don't want him to totally Eurovision up his song and his performance on stage. I would love to see him come with something that's not typically Eurovision, and that phrase typically Eurovision seems to become less and less relevant as the years go on, because we see other countries, other acts take songs that you wouldn't typically hear at Eurovision, and I would love him to do the same. However, all in all, a really good choice in terms of having a big name. I say big name. He's not one of the biggest names. I don't really know a lot of his back catalogue. I know him more for his acting as opposed to his singing. But yeah, it's a good choice for the BBC in the sense that we've got a well-known name going to the contest. Someone, a well-known name that's not a has-been as well. So. Yeah. We were talking about who we choosing 10 years ago, and we were talking about, dare I call Bonnie Tyler a has-been, but she was a singer from the past, who will always be a big name, but hadn't necessarily had much major success kind of in recent years. So really happy about the choice in that respect, but it remains to be seen. We've got a name, we have no song, we have no idea what he's going to be performing, how he's going to be performing on stage. And like you said, just before we came live, Harry, he's got plenty of time to work on the live vocals. I'm wondering if he's already got a song.
Possibly. I mean, we already know that the song is going to be co-written by him and someone who has worked with artists like Dua Lipa and Charlie XCX. Now, on my personal taste, Charlie XCX's songs could be a little bit hit and miss, but Dua Lipa, I mean, one of the most critically acclaimed, well-known artists in the UK. I don't think we're ever going to get quite that level, Andy. I know you were talking about he's not the big name. We're not going to get Dua Lipa levels anytime soon at Eurovision, but I mean, that style of song works perfectly for Eurovision. And you mentioned actually about Olly Alexander not wanting to Eurovision up his style. I know a lot of his more recent songs and his styling in particular with his more recent solo efforts. He won't necessarily have to Eurovision it up to make it popular with Eurovision fans. A lot of his sound is very pop and very him already. So he doesn't have to change his style much. It can be very much authentic Olly, which I think suits Eurovision perfectly.
Yeah, I just want to explain what I mean by that. What I mean is I don't want him bringing a song that he thinks is perfect for Eurovision. I just want him to bring a great song.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I was just going to say that I think it would be quite bizarre for him to announce that he was representing the UK and then to go, all right, let's make a song. I think he'll have some things in the pipeline now that he's working on. I think that, again, some artists, they make things for Eurovision. But I think hopefully he can keep that quite solidified to what he's brought out already, because he's already got so much talent already. So we just want to see, his talent on stage and represent us really well next year.
Do you know what? Talking to you guys, I'm getting a little bit more excited about the news now. So
there we go. There it is.
You're going to turn me around by the end of the show. We have to go back to the chat. We've got Marion Peronita. You say you love This Is Your years and years and many times. Olly is a great performer. 12 points from Germany. We're going to hold you to that, Marion. We need you many times when it comes to May next year. We've got Cosmic Summers. You thought fake news. It's real. It is real. Yeah. We also thought fake news when Harry was. We thought Harry's a bit of a joker. We thought he was playing a prank. We've got Michelle Blackie. Olly's amazing sing. Let's hope he picks a good song to sing. Mark, all of this talk of him not being able to sing, need to watch his performance at the Brits a few years ago. He was incredible. I'm definitely going to go back and watch some of these performances now. We've got Stephen Kendall. You're saying Olly has an advantage because years and years appeared all over Europe. You remember seeing him perform on The Voice of Poland. Okay, so possibly more well known outside of the UK than I initially thought. Leaf, we hope you picked yourself up off the floor because you're still in shock that the BBC have announced Contest in December. Olly is a great choice, and you think we can expect a great song too. Just for you, Jess. Rye Bailey thinks.
Thank you very much.
Does Jess? I'm noticing a nice little hairdo today as well.
Thank you.
Was that just for us?
Of course. Anything for you guys.
She got it cut in the last 45 minutes when the announcement was made and this live was announced.
We got Pro Welsh. You're saying who? So Olly Alexander, more better known as Years and Years, who were a band, but however, people kind of knew Olly as Years and Years. He's now participating under his own name. Mark, you're saying hopefully Sam Ryder can get Christmas -- 2. Yes, he's got an Amazon original song, which if you're in the UK, you can go and download. We've got Fred. Joust Klein, I'm probably not saying it right. Joust has some competition. They're not even in the same category, music style, but they both have got their own unique style. Let's have a look. So many of you in the live tonight. We've got Miss Demo. You think France set the ball rolling early? Yeah, maybe we can blame France for this. France literally came out of nowhere with My Man Slim Man, who I'm a huge fan of, have been for years, being announced as the French representative. And now maybe everyone else just thinks they're late. I don't know.
Maybe it's Sweden. Sweden are getting the ball rolling early.
Say again?
Sweden are getting the ball rolling early with everything this year. Maybe everyone feels a bit like they need to get on the road towards Sweden.
I would argue they're not getting it early. They're just getting it on time. I think UK and Italy were very much late when getting announcement stuff done compared to other years.
Jess, people liking the new hairdo.
Thank you.
We've got Shannon. Olly is huge. Hello to you, Shannon. Guys, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe to Eurovoxx YouTube channel and also follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Spotify for the latest edition of the Eurovoxx podcast. We've got AC Scott saying songwriters have worked with Charlie XCX and Dua Lipa. It seems promising. I don't want to put a downer on things, but I thought it was promising when we were working with Pete Waterman, but that didn't go so. Michael Ball was announced in December 19. LA, man, you're going back. Oh, wow.
And that worked out well. We came second, so maybe it's a good sign.
I have a feeling I may have been the only one here that was alive at that time.
I was.
What do you mean? I was minus 12. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, Shannon saying the rumors have it that the song was co-written by Dua Lipa.
No, it's confirmed. No, it's not. No, not by Dua Lipa. No. The songwriter is someone who's worked with Dua Lipa.
Okay, well, it'd be amazing if Dua Lipa has co-written the song as well. Maybe I'll be even more excited by the news. We've got Lost Matches. You're saying he will need a very good song as he can't rely on his vocal alone. So we're kind of getting some mixed views on the live vocal. Some of you saying that you've seen him perform and he was fantastic. Some people saying it's been a bit hit and miss. Burak, you hope he doesn't do a song for Eurovision. You hope he will do a song directly in his own style. That's all I'm praying for. Ellen, yes, it's December. We've got 8 artists and 2 songs already announced, and none are Albania. What the hell is going on?
Well, they'll be announced by this time next week, their artist and song.
We've got beautiful Joanne J. Hello, Joanne. Lovely to see you again. I feel like I haven't seen you for a little while. I hope you're doing well. And we've got Dan Naguna. You're excited that we have such a great act with great potential. Can Olly get us into the top 10 in MALMÖ? What do you think, guys? Are we looking at a potential top 10 placing? Dare we say?
I mean, considering we don't know the song or pretty much almost all the songs that will be in the final, I'm just going to go on a whim and say if he comes with the right song and he has a good staging and good live performance, then yes. I'm going to say yes. We're going to be top 10 this year.
I have to agree with you there, Jess. I think another thing to add on to the song and the staging is the stamina of the performance. In recent Eurovisions, it's about how many rehearsals they have and how many shows that they have to be able to keep their voice up for and to keep that same energy in every performance. So it's going to be a real test for Olly next year if he can carry it all the way to the grand final and whatever song he sings, whatever genre it is, whatever happens. It's if he can really deliver that live. So yeah, just hoping for all the best for him, really. And yeah, hopefully we can get a great result.
Yeah, I think with Olly Alexander, we can definitely aim for top 10 when it comes to notoriety and song. And look, when we talk about vocals, I feel like UK fans were a bit spoilt with Sam Ryder. So now we think that every vocalist now has to be as good as Sam Ryder. The vocalist does not have to be as good as Sam Ryder. Olly just has to be good enough live to sing the song good enough. He doesn't have to win us over with his vocals. And Olly has to be good enough as for 3 minutes live on the final. Well, okay, 6 minutes if you include the jury show the night before, but you get my point. Like he's got time. And yeah, when it comes to like artists and like fame notoriety, I'd argue the UK out of the artists so far have got one of the bigger ones. So on that front alone, if we're comparing to that, absolutely we should be trying to aim for top 10 and maybe even higher when the song comes out.
I mean, I disagree with you somewhat, Harry, about the vocals, because I think the vocals are all important when it comes to Eurovision performance. I don't think anyone would suggest that we're expecting him to be as good as Sam Ryder. However, he needs to put in a flawless vocal performance on the night, and I think that's really all that fans would be asking for.
What I mean by like good enough, it's like when the performance ends, the thing that we can be talking about with Olly doesn't have to be the good vocals. Obviously, don't make it so it's bad vocals. But if we're talking about the staging being great, the song being great, the charisma, and the vocals serve that purpose well enough, then the vocals don't have to be the main talking point. I feel like with artists like Sam Ryder, along with the song, the vocals were one of like the top things. It doesn't have to be a top thing with Olly, is my point. But yeah, obviously they have to be good enough and like.
I just don't want to see great staging, a great song ruined by average vocals. So that would be my only concern. I want to see the full. I want to see Olly's full package. I want to see a good full package. Yes, the vocals don't have to be.
I think you'll find Let Free or Indora, Andy. You can focus on them for the full package if you want.
Well, that's Let Free coming back to Dora.
I've just got a question for you and
Harry with sad face.
Sorry to interrupt you there. I was just going to say, for Andy and Jess, how do you feel about having a current popular artist representing the UK? Obviously, we've had the likes of Bonnie Tyler and others who've been past pop stars of the UK, but how do you feel about a current artist and about our chances with them?
So happy.
Yeah. It's just going up.
I mean, such a massive glow up from like the last time Eurovision was in MALMÖ 10 years ago, where we had Bonnie Tyler, who is a great artist, by the way, but in 2013, maybe not as relevant as she was sort of 70s, 80s. So the fact that we've got a current, fresh, radio-friendly kind of artist for a third year running, I would say, is incredible.
Completely agree.
Yeah, it's just been going up, up and then a little blip, and then again. I think it's really positive that we've got a well-known current name selected for the UK. Not the name I would have gone for myself. However, who? Oh, don't put me on the spot like that. An artist that I would love to see at Eurovision is Griff. I don't know if people know Griff, but she's a very talented songwriter and performer. So she's a name that's never really been associated with the contest, but someone I would love to see. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy just seeing how happy everyone else is. Personally, not just in the UK. I'm happy seeing these comments coming from people in other countries. The other thing that excites me about it being Olly Alexander is the fact that he's effectively launching his kind of relaunching his career or launching himself as Olly Alexander. Yeah. So I have a hope he's not going to do that with a crap song. Basically, this is going to be his signature song, effectively the song that he's going to use to launch himself as Olly Alexander to Europe, to the world. So I'm excited in that sense. I think we could get something good here.
Yeah, because I think if this is going to be his first proper like solo single as Olly Alexander, he's obviously.
Who's that? Sorry.
He's obviously going to want to make it like a good song because, but if it's maybe not as good of a song or he doesn't have as good of a performance, there's so many trolls out there. They could literally just like his career could be like not great afterwards. So he's going to want to really prove himself that he can do this without the years and years, and that, you know, did that make any sense to anyone?
Yeah, I would just also agree on that. It's like, again, not to compare at all, but it's like other big artists we've had in Eurovision, for example, this year, like the likes of Noah Carell. I suppose the likes of them feel a bit more pressure coming into a Eurovision. And yeah, the idea that they need to hit on the night. But yeah, again, I've got a lot of hope. I think this is going to be good.
We've got Molly B. Damanza. You're saying he's done long tours with high energy stage shows, so stamina shouldn't be an issue. I mean, he's still a young guy. I don't know how old he is.
33.
He's 33.
Is he?
Yeah.
Blimey.
A year older than me.
He hasn't aged in 10 years, but he is 33.
But the most exciting news for many of you will be that San Remo will be viewed, can be viewed on BBC.
Is it?
No way.
That is very random, but very cool.
I mean, BBC 4 makes sense, but that's a different issue.
That's a step up.
Wow. Okay.
We've got Amra Third. You're saying, I'm sure you're AM Rifki. Rifki? I think you might have changed your YouTube name. Hello, guys. Related to the convo. Really excited for him. Know him first as one of his songs, Gold. Was one of the FIFA soundtracks. Okay. Another UK artist you know from FIFA alongside John Newman. John Newman. Oh, okay. So the brother of James Newman.
Yeah, the Newman we wanted at Eurovision.
Yeah.
Are they brothers?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
No way. That's bad. Just realised that.
Do you know what? I saw this comment and I was looking around the four of us thinking, who's wearing a nose ring?
Not me.
You think Olly should lose the nose ring because it's not doing much for him?
We're not going to lose points on a nose ring. We're fine. I don't think he can.
Good choice. You love Mae Muller's song. This year will be good too. Top 5 potential is very high. And ESC's got another one that's saying that we must watch this performance with Elton John at the Brits. Have you seen this, Jess?
Yeah, I literally just watched it this evening, and it is incredible. Both Olly and Elton are just fantastic. You need to watch it.
Okay, I think I need to watch it. Maybe I've been a little bit hard on the choice. Let's have a look. Burak saying the UK is unfortunately bad at staging, but a well-experienced artist like Olly should be able to handle it. I would assume that he's going to have a lot of input into the staging as well. I'm assuming because he's a well-known name, he's going to have a lot of influence over how everything is done. I feel like he's going to have some degree of control over the performance this year. What do you guys think?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I can't imagine they would bring one of the biggest stars and then just say, you're going to do this, you're going to wear this is how it's going to be, and for him to just sit back and take that. I think he will definitely have some input. And, you know, compared to some artists like newbies that we've sent, like Josh Gibobi, for example, or Michael Rice, I think it was more easy for them.
So I don't think they represented you.
I think it was easy for them to just sort of say, this is how it's going to be, just go there, sing, do this. But with Olly, I feel like he wouldn't be able to do that, because I feel like he wouldn't agree to doing it if he didn't have some say.
I would also argue that.
Harry, sorry.
I would also argue that the UK, another thing that, as well as artists, we've been on the up on stagings as well. Like, don't get me wrong. In the past, we've sent some bad stagings, 2021. But, like, 2022, Sam Ryder's staging was incredible.
Yeah.
I would argue Mae Muller's staging was decent. And also, our 2 Junior Eurovision stagings have also been very good. Like, so if we keep a similar team to that, then yeah, I think the staging won't be an issue. It definitely won't harm our chances by any means. We don't need to do, it doesn't have to be, you know, like compensating for the song, but it can complement the song, if that makes sense. And yeah, Olly Alexander is not going to come with rubbish staging. Like, it's not going to look good for him.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Harry, because the staging of the UK over the past couple of years has been nothing like what we would have expected, and I feel that I don't have that sense of worry anymore when it comes to staging a UK entry. And bearing in mind that we've had some awful stagings over the past decade, I don't have that worry anymore.
Hmm.
I think people can look to the UK and think they can have good quality staging. It's not always going to be out of the box. It's not always going to be, it's not always going to be, I don't know how to say,
like Sam Ryder.
But it's going to be staging done well.
Yeah.
And that's what's important. I don't need to see holograms and people flying in and giants and, I just want to see good staging done well by the UK.
Yeah.
And I think lessons have been learned, and it's taken a little while to learn those lessons, but I would rather it takes a little while to learn the lessons and then start doing things good, doing things well. So yeah, fingers crossed for next year. Chris, staging next year, what do you hope to see?
Yeah, just want to echo what you've all said. In addition to that, I just mentioned, of course, we're in Sweden next year, like experts at production. And again, the stage hasn't been revealed for next year, but I've only got high hopes. So I think with some previous editions we've had, it's been a little bit hit or miss with the way we've seen some country staging. But I think it's just another plus for Olly Alexander, because I think he's going to have a lot of say on his staging. And again, so much can change in the last couple of days of rehearsal before his live performance as well. So I've got a lot of high hopes that he's going to have a lot of say. And I also think that the Swedish team and SVT are going to listen to him. And yeah, I think it's going to be good. I'm feeling good.
We've I have to go to this comment from Simple Things. I'm not sure where it's come from. Jess, yes. Simple Things just back from watching a pantomime and OMG.
Yeah, I sent him a message and I was like, have you heard the news? Like, and obviously he never responded, and that's why. But yes, it's oh my God.
Okay, which panto were you watching? I always worry when we talk about panto in the UK, because no one else seems to really know what it is or have anything similar. It's a very British kind of Christmas tradition that we will go and watch old kind of fairy tales performed with many innuendos for adults, and but the show is aimed at kids. It's really odd, but it's
especially if you like me, watch the one with Julian Clary in it every year, which is definitely full of innuendos.
I love Julian Clary. We've got Jason Green in the house. You're saying as long as it's not pink fluffy unicorns and rainbows for the staging, you'll be happy. Okay. And you think that the UK will do incredibly well next year. Ollie's a fantastic singer. Not only will his stage presence shine and staging, you're sure the staging will be just as spectacular. Come on, UK. Yes, I'm loving the positivity around this announcement. We have Ronell says, Harry, you look amazing today.
Thank you very much.
When doesn't he look amazing, Ronell?
Yeah, rest of the time I look rubbish, but today.
Connor Wells, are we living in a simulation, guys?
Quite possibly.
I feel like I've been living in a parallel universe since Turin last year. We've got Darek. You're saying good luck with Ollie. You're intrigued. This will be something different this time, you think. Love from Poland, especially from the amazing interviewing chapter with Christian Ockman. Oh, one of my faves, Christian. Christian needs to come back to Eurovision. I was lucky enough to meet him at Tubica. I can't say it. Europa, I think.
So something like that.
Darek, I'm so sorry for butchering the Polish language. But yeah, I met Christian again and got to an interview with him actually last year, which was lovely. I think I was the only one he spoke to, which was nice. We've got Shannon, you want Phil Mitchell to announce. I'm down for this. I am down.
That would be amazing.
Wow.
I am down.
Keep more of them comments coming. That's brilliant.
I feel like the rest of Europe isn't going to know who the hell we're talking about. Let me see if I can.
He's a character in a very popular soap opera called EastEnders, and he's a proper like Cockney North Londoner type of a big builded man, bald head, a very tough guy. Yeah,
he is a tough guy. The only problem is I feel like as the years go on, I'm looking more like Phil Mitchell myself.
No,
I would quite happily, guys. Here we go.
And 12 points go to.
All right.
12 points go to.
San Marino.
Yeah.
Well, you think they're qualifying?
Oh, Harry.
Oh, I'm sorry, they're keeping their national final. I have low hopes.
We've got Jane Pug. How about Leighton Williams? Maybe for the results points next year. So I know Leighton Williams has been in Strictly, hasn't he?
Oh,
Yeah. He was in the final.
Yeah.
I haven't
heard
been
of him
watching it,
before.
and I actually have no idea who he is. So, Harry, I know you've been watching Strictly this year.
So he's a West End performer. He's been part of a couple of TV shows. One famously a comedy called Bad Education with Jack Whitehall. He was the main person. He was the first British lead, and everyone's talking about Jamie. And yeah, he's well known. He just competed in the final of Strictly. He'd be more than up for it. He actually did one of his dances to Tattoo by LOREEN this series.
Oh,
He did it tonight as well. It was amazing.
Yeah, very good. So yeah, to be fair, he'd be very fitting, I think, for someone to announce our points.
We've got Bubble Pirate as well. Can't wait for Luxembourg. There's so much excitement about Luxembourg this year.
Excitement towards next year already. It's amazing.
Of course, they've announced their artists very recently as well. So we're still waiting on the songs, but I'm very excited to see who will represent Luxembourg and what they will come with and in what language as well.
yeah. It would be cool to hear Luxembourgish at Eurovision. I think that's what it's called.
Well, I was actually in Luxembourg a couple of months ago, and I did try and pick up a bit of Luxembourgish. I have to say that I failed miserably. But yeah, personally, I think I prefer something in French.
I think a lot of people are assuming they'll sing in French, but yeah, it'd be cool if they did something in Luxembourgish. It would be more original, I suppose.
Haven't they got like 4 different languages to choose from or something like that?
Yeah, although I wouldn't be hugely surprised if we got something something in English from Luxembourg.
I will say, because they were the last time they competed was before the language rule, it would be the first time they sent something in English if they did this year, Luxembourg.
Yeah, and it's
their oyster.
It's a very, very multicultural country, actually, probably more so than I was expecting when I was there, and very many different languages spoken by very, very many different communities of people. So I guess people are expecting French, but I'm not so sure. I think we might get something in English. We will see. And Rye Bailey saying it's been confirmed that all songs are in English. Is that right?
Okay.
I haven't heard about that.
I don't know.
I haven't heard that myself, but we will believe you for now, Rye Bailey. We've got Ruben. Hello, Ruben. You're in France. Enjoy this day. Big news for UK fans. Lots of love to you. Connor Wells saying, when we sent Blue in 2011, they were in the latter stages of their career, but this feels totally different.
Yeah,
I agree.
This is more current. Like we've had things from the past, we've had things from the future, and this is just now. So
from the future.
We've also had some. We've also had songs from the never. We've also had artists from the never, like never.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
We've got Alessandro Napoli. You're saying, what do we think of the singers taking part in Sanremo? Well, we actually discussed this in a live video a few days ago, so you can go and have a watch of that and see what the guys thought of the singers taking part in Sanremo. However, I am extremely happy that we've got Deodato and, I mean, guys, Mahmood, come on. Like, I'll be happy to see Mahmood in Sanremo forevermore.
Standing there.
I just have like 30 Mahmood performances. I'd be quite happy.
Still owes you a carbonara, doesn't he?
Well, yeah. Chris, what do you think of the Sanremo performers this year?
Yeah, amazing. I think it was just a stacked lineup, spoilt for choice, really. Yeah, can't wait for the national final. It's going to be amazing.
I mean, I like Sanremo. It has to be like one of the classier shows. And yeah, you know, I'm a big Italy stan anyway. Always excited to see what they send. Shannon, no, unfortunately, I didn't get my carbonara, but I did get to see him on the. I can't remember what colour the carpet was in Turin.
Turquoise.
Turquoise.
Carpet.
did get to speak to Mahmood on the Topaz carpet in Turin, which was great. Renelle, if the UK comes second again, you will die.
I'll take second. Second's
Yeah.
fine. Second is absolutely fine.
I mean, whilst it would be a bit frustrating again to come so close but not win, it would also be amazing to get another second place. And I think it would be our 17th second place if it happened. 16th.
17.
On the left
Yeah.
side of the scoreboard, it's just rare for us. So
Yeah, anything left will do for me.
absolutely.
To the left, to the left. Although, kind of like we've had a second now, guys. I kind of want to win.
We'll get it eventually.
We all want to win.
We all want to win. Listen, second is very hard.
Lucy Jones 2017. I thought that deserved
Robbed.
to win, but
I
I've
mean-
just told that's another story for another time.
Well, we've had a jury win in Eurovision, an online win in Junior Eurovision. Now we just need the two together in one contest, and we're all good.
I tell you what, I know it's not physically possible, but if any country could come top with the televote and top with the jury and still not win overall, it would be the UK somehow. It's not physically possible,
Yeah.
but we'd somehow manage it.
Fred, you're saying, are you wondering which country is going to be the first one that's going to send a K-pop-ish band?
Armenia?
Yeah, I guess I could be Armenia based on the junior entry.
I would love to see like a proper like K-pop. Maybe South Korea should be invited one year as like a special guest, and we can get some proper K-pop at Eurovision.
Well, if numbers keep depleting, I guess we got to invite various other countries like South Korea.
I mean, the good news as well is that Australia, we haven't heard any details of kind of how long their contract has been extended for, but Australia on the participation list for next year, which is fantastic. We've got Elliot Harris in the house. Hey, Elliot, you're surprised by the announcement, but them announcing on the biggest UK show and in the final of it to millions was a smart decision.
Yeah.
It was smart because Harry was watching and he got to tell us all about the news. Oh, yes. One day.
Yes. Yes.
I feel bad. Like the more years that she doesn't do it, the more it's sort of like she feels like she's past her music career. Like she hasn't. I'm sorry, she hasn't released any. Sax was released like coming up like 10 years ago, and she's released like one decent biggish song since. I would argue now more fans know Flurries from reality TV than singing or like radio. I'm sorry.
But she presented It Takes Two for Strictly, another spin-off of the reality show. She was in the audience at the final tonight, so she would have seen that announcement tonight. And
Look, Flurries could do a Eurovision, and to be fair, she'd probably be quite good. But I don't think it's the most current act we could send at the moment, especially as the years go on where we do not send her.
I don't think she needs to be a current act, but she could have a very current song.
Yes.
Yes.
And she would smash it live with an amazing performance, choreography. It'd just be like high energy. I think she would be amazing. She is, when you asked me before, Chris, who I would like to see, I think I would like to see her more than Griff.
Okay.
Actually, but I believe she has been very close. I believe that the BBC have maybe been trying to get her for a little while for Eurovision. Let's hope.
I would love to be able to fly on the wall for all of those conversations that the BBC have with artists.
Yeah,
like it's just the things you think before, like just all the speculation, all the things the fans want to see. But yeah, I completely agree. I would love to see Flurries. It'd be great. Yeah.
I'm also going to go to Jamie Pug. How about Take That for Eurovision as they can put a show on? I don't think that would ever happen. No. However, what I think would be more likely, and I would really, 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 really support, would be I've completely forgotten his name.
Gary Barlow.
Gary Barlow writing a UK Eurovision song. I would be
as a songwriter. Yes, I would accept that.
Gary Barlow and Sam Ryder together writing a Eurovision song. Yeah. Because Sam Ryder is such a talented songwriter as well as a vocalist. And I would love him to write a song for Eurovision.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
There you go. Guys, we're going to wrap it up shortly because it's been a long old live. You're probably bored of us now. We've got RJ. You remember Fleur Reese has done a guest performance on The Voice of Holland, but it was many, many years ago. Jamie Pugg, how about a girl group? Well, how about Girls Aloud? Because they're about to go on tour next year. Huge Girls Aloud fan right here. Would love to see Girls Aloud at Eurovision. Who?
Sugar Babes.
Sugar. Oh, see, I'm not. I was never down for the Siobhan.
Never down with Sugar Babes.
I was never down with Sugar Babes version 1. I was a Sugar Babes version 2, version 3.
Yeah, I was going to say there's been many versions. So.
See, what I'm loving now is we were saying about how it's so happy that we're sending a current artist, and now you're hoping for Girls Aloud and Sugar Babes, who haven't released a single in like 20, 15, 10 years or something like that.
Girls Aloud. Sugar Babes released an album not that long ago.
I couldn't tell you one of those songs. I don't think any of them charted. I'm sorry.
Songs don't really chart anymore, though.
They do.
Fair.
I mean, I think if we're going to send a girl group, let's get Little Mix back together.
They sadly, I was going to say they sadly broke up recently.
They're on a hiatus.
Yeah.
I just think it's amazing that we're just all
send me to bed sad. They're on a hiatus. They're going to get back together at some point. But Shannon, yes, Flo would be a girl group.
That one I support.
I've not heard of it.
They had a song called, was it Cardboard Box?
Fleur are a very much they're a modern R&B act which takes inspiration from like Destiny's Child and like the early noughties. Okay. But they're very current, and they're like one of the up and coming acts. I could definitely see Fleur actually one day going to Eurovision. They'd suit it quite nicely, I reckon.
Yeah, I don't know whether that would be something they would want to do, though. I'm not sure. But I would definitely 110% support that, because they're great vocalists, very, very, very current. A big fan base as well, I would say now. Harry's right in saying that they're up and coming. Hopefully in the next couple of years they will be up and comed. And then they'll be ready to go to Eurovision for us. Fred saying yes, Flo would be amazing. Jamie Pugg, kind of Fifth Harmony style. And Fred, yes. Oh, so it was Cardboard Box, a TikTok song apparently. Ronell, a bit unrelated. Have we heard about the drama with Let 3 in Croatia? Is this the fact that they haven't got a song?
Is that actually true?
I've not heard this.
Or were they just like messing around and being all cryptic and
I've heard they want to participate. That's as much as I've heard.
Can I be blunt? Of course they're messing around. Of course they have a song. Let's not. To be fair, it might be about something else, but let's not beat around the bush. Of course they have a song. They're just messing around. I will not comment much on Let 3, because anyone that knows Eurovoxx knows I'm not the biggest fan of them. But yeah, like, of course I've got a song. This is all part of their like selling, pitching to try and win Dora again.
Gosh, Harry's really angry.
Look, they brought up Let 3, and you know my feelings on Let 3 from last year.
No on Dora 2024.
However, if this ever happened, I would literally drop dead, because anyone knows that they are my boys, and if they ever got back together, it would have to include Zayn as well. But yeah. Ryback and Rebecca Ferguson, she'd been badly treated. I'm not sure.
By who?
I think just by like the music industry, or just like maybe just music reception. She's a fantastic vocalist. Again, maybe not the most current act, but with the right song.
This year, didn't she?
As an interval act. With the right song, not the worst act at all.
Mm.
But again, the live vocals for me, I don't think have ever been. They've always been a bit too.
I have to agree with you on that one with Jess.
Right, but guys, let's wrap it up, because in an hour. Sorry, my mind went elsewhere. But quickly, Connor Wells, I really hope so. A little promo
Fingers
tour
crossed.
For Olly Alexander. That would be great. I'm assuming he's got the song. I'm assuming he's already working on the staging. I think this is probably going to be one of the best prepared UK acts that we would have had for a long time. So yes to a promo tour. Anyway, guys, Chris, thank you. Harry, thank you. Jess, thank you. And guys, for watching. If you are new to us, don't forget to subscribe. Otherwise, come back in the next couple of days because Festivali Kunges is going to be starting. So we're going to be talking all about that. We've also got some content coming up for Benidorm Fest because the songs have been released. We've had songs from Estee Lauder. So yeah, lots to talk about before Christmas. We've only got just over a week to go until Christmas, guys. So stick with us next week. And guys, we'll see you all then. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.